All gas, no break. Welcome to the show. Chris and Mo. Justin coming soon, we think. Said he had to take a shit. Uh, then he said he didn't. But we, as always, don't know where he is. May or may not be joining in the next couple of minutes here. Breaking news out of Florham Park: the New York Jets have just signed Dalvin Cook. Finally, after really like it's been, yeah, what, like 3 weeks, 3 months. It feels like 3 months that he's been kind of teasing, hinting at joining the Jets. He's been linked to the Jets for quite a while, but finally today it happens. It is a 1-year deal up to $8.6 million. Don't know all the specifics of that. I'm not sure like what the low end of that is. I assume it's like probably like a low end of like $6 million, similar to the deal Zeke signed with the Patriots, except he probably can get up to 8.6 with the incentives. So yeah, Dalvin Cook is now a New York Jet. He was kind of viewed in some ways as kind of a missing piece, or not really a missing piece, but I mean it's definitely still more of
I'd say
a what piece?
a privileged piece.
Oh yes, definitely a privileged piece, but as we know, a luxury today could be a necessity tomorrow. And it's good for Brees Hall and his recovery as I'm sure they will aim to ease him back into the action at the beginning of the year and have him on a pitch count to start things off. So, adding another playmaker in a window where you are trying to win it all definitely makes sense. I think he's still, I think his best football playing days are probably behind him, but I think he could still provide a lot of value, especially to a team like the Jets that's, trying to win now, and a team, and with a team that has some unknowns at the running back position. I mean, we know Brees Hall when he is healthy, he is a dog, but we don't know if he's going to be an alien like Adrian Peterson coming off the torn ACL, or if he's going to be like most people and it's going to take him a little bit of time to.
He's going to be an alien.
I do kind of think he's going to be an alien, and also I think that our running back room. I was kind of past the point of really caring about Dalvin Cook, just because, like, with all the stuff he was tweeting and all the stuff his trainer was tweeting, being like a troll, I was kind of just like, all right, like whatever at this point. And then after the preseason game on Saturday, I mean, Izzy Abanikanda looked really good, and at that point, it was kind of just like, all right, like whatever. We don't really need Dalvin Cook, but now we have him. And here is.
No.
Justin, or not.
Oh, fake out.
Yeah, there he is.
They're gonna get it back.
My bad, niggas. I fucking got sidetracked a couple times.
Yeah, it's your bad.
I know it's my bad. Shit.
Sidetracked.
Because I was watching fucking news, man. My bad. I was watching news, and then I had to put clothes on, and then I had to fucking order food. I had a bunch of shit fucking just going on.
So first things first, put your TV on mute real quick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we are live because we
it's recording. Yeah,
we are live because we are sick of waiting for you.
Hey y'all, if y'all want to listen to good news, check out TYT. I like it.
We are the news.
We're the sports news, 100%. If you want to get Jets news, you listen to us.
Yeah, we are the sports. We reported Dalvin Cook signing like 3 weeks ago, and now it's pretty much official. I mean,
it's official. Yeah, I think it's official already.
Oh yeah, it is. It's official. He's signed. I mean, I'm just waiting for like the Jets account to like tweet we've signed Dalvin Cook, but
yeah,
they already tweeted.
They're waiting. They're waiting. Chris Johnson wants that signature.
Yeah,
Not Chris Johnson.
we'll get it
fucking Woody.
tomorrow, and then we'll get it tomorrow, and we'll probably see it on Hard Knocks. One Jets Drive, episode 2 of this year is currently airing.
Yeah, I still gotta watch episode 1. I didn't check it out yet, but I'm gonna check it out before episode 2. I gotta fucking order HBO Max. My bad, Max Live, or whatever the fuck it's called
Max,
nowadays.
yeah, I mean, I'll let you use my login if you want.
Just Max. And
it is
Max.
I think the reason is because they combined HBO with Cinemax, so they just decided to.
Oh, there's porn on that shit now?
Oh shit! Maybe at 2:00 in the morning.
I don't know. That's the only thing I ever use Cinemax for. I'm just saying.
So we got a hater, of course, and the Jets beat Brian Costello, saying better get the O-line figured out.
Well,
and
Brian Costello, that's like par for the course with Brian Costello. Costello's always been a hater, and I think he's just I think he's just upset that he's just upset that like the Jets are going to be playing like 4:00 and 8:00 games, and he can't go home at like 4:00 anymore.
Yeah, late.
Yeah, he was on another podcast, and he was complaining about that. Like he is a hating ass. He should go cover the Dolphins.
Somebody quote tweeted him and said, "It won't matter when we have 250 rushing yards a game."
It sure won't.
Yo,
matter.
I'll take 250 rushing yards a game over 300 passing yards because Aaron's gonna put up another 200.
That's what's gonna happen.
I'll take. I'll take. To quote Rex Ryan, I'll take leading the league in fucking wins.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's running the football, throwing the football, having sex with the football.
So did Joe Douglas do his thing again?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. Look, Joe Douglas has had one bad offseason.
Especially because and 2020 was really just like the offseason to try and gut the team because he was trying to I think he was low-key trying to tank for Trevor Lawrence, and I think it just did.
Yeah. It would have been nice to have Trevor. It would have been really fucking nice to have Trevor. He's going to be fucking phenomenal this year.
Trevor's already good.
Yeah, no. He's good. I'm saying he's going to be phenomenal this year. He's got Calvin Ridley. Ridley's going to put up 1,200 yards minimum.
That's cool. We can do
he's
that around.
Take the leap.
Yeah.
He's going to take
I don't need it on the right.
He's going to take the leap that everyone's saying Justin Fields is going to take. I really don't.
Oh,
Justin Fields. We'll talk about him later, too.
All right. So, Dalvin Cook signing, 1-2 punch, Breece Hall and Dalvin Cook.
It's going to
be of like the 2010 playoff run when we had Sean Green and the team.
Except that's a better combination.
A lot better.
Like I would say, I feel like Dalvin Cook probably has more in the tank than LT did when he signed.
Yeah, Dalvin's only 28.
Yeah, he's
a little old for a running back.
It's not old for a good running back.
He is.
My bad, Paul. What are you saying?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying he has at least a year or two in the tank.
Yeah, at least.
Maybe more. Who knows? But we only signed him to a 1-year deal, which is shit. That's all we need. And he is gonna definitely take like the first snaps, probably with Michael Carter.
Yeah. No. Give Breece more time to heal.
Breece could probably stay out for maybe 3 to 4 weeks.
You mean 3 to 4 regular season games?
Yeah.
I say 4. I say 4 unless we need Breece. Unless we need Breece, keep him out for 4 weeks.
Don't at this point.
That'll be like a full calendar year at that point.
Yeah.
I wonder do you think they would bring him back his first game week 5 in Denver, like the same place he tore his ACL, or do you think they'd wait like an extra week and bring him back?
No. You bring him back. That's a strong game. He's gonna have that fucking mentality where he wants to fucking like show what he could do against that fucking defense.
Mhm.
100%. You bring him back that week. If we hold him off for
At
4
the
weeks,
latest.
that's the perfect fucking game.
I don't know if they're
to
gonna hold him off. I don't know if they're gonna hold him off at all. I mean, if he's 100%, he's 100%. But yeah, I would wait until he's 100%.
I mean, look, it's an ACL injury. It's hard to judge whether or not you're 100%, especially like fuck the physical shit. That's already difficult enough to overcome. He also has the mental fucking capacity that has to overcome as well. And he's young. It's going to be easier for him to overcome it, I'm sure. But that's just because he thinks he can just go running hard week 1. We need him to. I think we need him to rest. I think it's Michael Carter and fucking Dalvin Cook for the first 4 weeks.
Yeah, and I think after the last preseason game where the Jets dominated the Panthers, I think Michael Carter is kind of like taken. I think Michael Carter is like kind of established that he's good. He's here to stay. I know that I know that like earlier on we were kind of talking about like who would be the odd man out if and when we did sign Dalvin Cook.
Yeah, we were saying Michael Carter, but come on.
Yeah, I think at this point, it's probably going to be Bam who's the odd man out, which
and it should be Bam. It should be Bam. Michael Carter has an upside.
Yeah, it should be, and like Bam Knight, he'll get cut, but he'll get picked up by another team. Like,
no. Bam should definitely be on a team, just not the first string.
Yeah, like the Jets have a very deep team. Like I'm sure other teams around the league are like going to be looking at players that the Jets are cutting because they do have a deep team and a lot of talent. So they're going to be. I feel like a lot of teams are going to be looking at players the Jets are cutting and trying to scoop them up. So I'm sure that if Bam Knight does in fact get cut, he's not going to have any trouble, finding a new finding a new home. Because Izzy looked really good in the preseason game. Michael Carter's been looking really good too. Bam Knight from the from what I've seen in camp and the preseason games, he's kind of looking like a bit of like a straggler at the moment.
I think we could trade him. Fuck cutting him. I think we can trade him for like a 4th string wide receiver.
I don't really see that happening, to be honest. I mean, if anything, maybe they'd cut him for like a 5th or 6th round pick. I don't really think I don't know. I think he probably just ends up getting cut. I don't know if there's really much of a sample size. And even though Brian Costello is a no talent hack of a journalist and has always been a Jets hater, I do think that we do need to get the O-line. I do think we do need to get the O-line, solidified and figured out here. I mean, what were you guys' takeaways from like what we saw, like in the preseason game?
In the preseason,
I thought Becton was. I mean, it's good that he played for a while. I'm not sure like if he really had. I feel like he had some good reps, some bad reps.
I think Becton has been talking himself up so much, like off the fact that he's not being this, not the first string LT, and he didn't show that he should be.
Right. Yeah.
He didn't show that he should.
I think he knows. Yeah, I think he knows at this point that he's probably not going to be the LT. But it seems like things are getting. It seems like at least now there's like more hope for Becton to like be on the team. Like before, it kind of felt like it was inevitable that he'd get traded, and maybe that still happens. I don't know.
No. I don't think it happens. I think Becton's gonna get better throughout the season.
Yeah, but
so we shouldn't get rid of him.
Yeah, as far as the O-line goes, I mean. I'd say a hot button, like quick fix take has been to move AVT to right tackle. That way you have like your best 5 linemen on the field.
Yeah.
And you have and then I'd rather he's an all-pro guard and he's a pretty good right tackle. And, you'd miss having him at guard if you do that. But I think I'm in favor of just doing whatever puts the best 5 people on the field as far as the O-line goes, because we're definitely going to need to protect Rodgers, protect these running backs, and move the goddamn ball. So you need the 5 best people out there to do that. So if moving AVT allows you to put the best 5 on the field, I would be okay with it.
I feel like our offense this season is not going to be our offense next season. Like, as far as how the O-line is structured, running backs are structured, wide receivers will
but
maintain the same
but we
unless we get some.
but right now we're worried about this season because
exactly. That's what I think that's what I think like Becton needs to think about. That's what I think fucking AVT thinks to think about. Breece Hall needs to think about. They just got to realize it's one season. It's one fucking season.
It is one season.
That needs to be concerned about next season is Becton.
But it's one season that you're
Becton is the main one
going
that does
all in. It's one season that you're going all in for a Super Bowl run. Potentially, I mean, really, the next 2 seasons should be like, one season each of going all in at trying to win a Super Bowl. So really, I wouldn't be worried about the season after. But from what I'm hearing, Billy Turner is the favorite currently to win the right tackle position. Billy Turner. He was before Burner, but
he sucks.
Yeah, like, that would be a pretty big. That would be a pretty big weakness.
I'd rather have Max Mitchell as a starter at right tackle, to be honest with you.
Yeah, no, Max Mitchell.
I agree. I feel like he's shown a lot more.
He's not going to be elite. I don't think he's going to be elite
over Billy Turner.
No. And I don't think anyone's really expecting Max Mitchell to be elite. I mean, he was a 5th-round pick. The fact that he was able to like start and hold his own is last year before
is already fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, before he had his issues. I feel like that in itself is a win.
Yeah, he was all right.
Yeah, but he's old. We can't hold on to Lakin.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully Lakin can like bounce back because I mean he was pretty good in San Francisco before.
Yeah, he was, but he was also next to Trent Williams.
Yeah,
I'm sure having.
But that's why I want that fucking AVT Becton fucking on the left side. I want that to happen because if they can show greatness as an old as a left side old lineman. We can hold on to them for fucking years.
To get confidence in his knee, then.
Well,
and suck it up. he's acting too cautious. But I mean, he was playing. He was playing the last game, even though it was the second team.
But I understand what you're saying, where he's coming off on the field as cautious.
He hasn't played in 2 years.
That's expected.
How long do you need?
Well, shit. I think he needs a preseason. I think he'll come out strong during the season, and he'll be stronger while the practices are getting more serious.
Breece Hall just tore his ACL, and he's ready to go.
Well, because all right,
that's a harder position with the knee.
That's the mentality. That's the mentality difference.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. No, I understand.
His knee up again.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he completely could. But I think Breece Hall is that nigga that's just going to come out and he's going to be running hard instantly. That's where we need to prevent him from doing that until we're 100% certain. That knee's okay. Because, man, come on. It's fucking football. Motherfuckers are going to go out there and tackle him on that knee. It's going to help their team. Like, there's no bounty shit. That's just how. Come on, you want to win the game? You go for the weak spot.
Well, shit. Sean Payton might be throwing out bounties after. Do you guys see how Garrett Wilson absolutely trolled Sean Payton?
No.
Sean Payton in like a press conference was saying he's like, all right, like. This is what I want to see from the starters after the he's like, this is what I want to see from starters after the preseason, after their preseason game is over. He's like, He's like, I don't want to see anyone taking their uniforms off. I don't want to see any sideline interviews. I don't want to see any bucket hats or sunglasses or any of that. And then like
I love the bucket hat.
Garrett Wilson was like doing an interview in a tank top, wearing a bucket hat and sunglasses.
yes, that's fucking great. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I have a take regarding Sean Payton. I think
Sean Payton's an old school motherfucker.
I think
the Broncos are going to suck this year. To be honest,
I think they might be. Just as much
Russell Wilson
as they were last year. And
I think Russell Wilson is actually going to look good, but the team is going to suck mostly because of the division. I think Russell's actually going to have a little bit of comeback. Look better than he did last year because he looked like fucking ass last year. Yeah, but he's not going to be the same Russell.
The only way he can go up, he can't look worse than he did last year.
Yeah, no. Last year was fucking trash. And he's going to be a Hall of Fame quarterback? Nigga.
Like, Russell Wilson might stick around a little too long and get himself out. He might play himself out of the Hall of Fame.
What'd you say, Mo?
I said that's from your lips to God's ears.
Oh yeah, no. Look, Russell's listening to God's. I'm a Russell fan. Still, I think he might need to leave the NFL within the next 2 years tops. If he can't show any promise right now, why?
He looked better with Pete Carroll, and look at Geno.
Oh
Smith
yeah.
now.
Yeah. Yo, Pete Carroll turned Geno Smith into what he wanted from Russell, like consistently. I don't know if Geno's going to put it consistently.
Like overnight.
Ready?
Yeah.
So Hackett tried to put too much on Russell Wilson, thinking he could play like Aaron Rodgers. And
Hackett grew too accustomed to.
Hackett's not a head coach, and I don't care what anyone else says. Hackett's not running the offense. Aaron Rodgers is. So,
yeah,
look at it for what it's worth. Like you see what happened, and who was Hackett the OC for Aaron Rodgers for 2 MVP seasons. So that's what he knew. So he's like, okay, Russell Wilson, he seemed like he's good. He was an MVP Super Bowl quarterback.
That's what I think Hackett thought, 100%. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Hackett thought he could make Russell an MVP.
But it was too much expectations from him that they couldn't
Russell
deal with one because I don't think the talent was there to begin with. Because
offensively,
their O-line sucked.
Yeah.
And their receivers were like, they're decent, but they're not like any of them could be a number 2 on a different team.
Any other team. Yeah. Other than
what's the tight end? Jerry Jeudy and
Jeudy, Judy's definitely number 1 on multiple teams. But they should have never got rid of fans.
When he's younger.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. No. Judy's gonna.
He's a good route runner.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But they didn't use him to his advantage. But I mean, they weren't.
Judy's still on the Broncos, right? He didn't go anywhere.
No, but Tim Patrick's out for the season.
Yeah, I like Tim Patrick. That's.
Wait, is he really? Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he like tore his ACL recently.
Yo, that's even better fucking chance of us beating them.
Yeah, no shit.
Oh, we're gonna doors off.
Yeah, I didn't know fucking Tim Patrick was fucking hurt. I'll fucking take that any day.
This was like 2 weeks ago.
I feel like Hackett's
what happens when Justin offense Twitter or X account.
X and of course the logo for it looks like X videos, so it looks like you're watching porn. And then like if you have like X on your home, if you have like X on your home screen on your phone, like or like I saw someone
God
like
damn.
someone who was
I don't
paying
have
to
Twitter.
log in
So I
every
don't see
day.
that shit.
blue check. Like it was like someone was paying for the blue check after they like changed it to X. Was like, oh, my wife just asked me like why I have a $8 subscription. Now I'm gonna sleep on the couch.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious. Like legit. Elon is a dumbass for thinking like, yeah, no, X is gonna be a good thing.
He just like wanted to have a company and name it that for his whole life.
Yeah, literally his whole life. Literally his whole life. He's too dumb for like he's too dumb societal wise. But we digress. I think Hackett failed mostly with Denver because he needs that good passing quarterback. Russell Wilson was more of a great quarterback when he can create plays. He needed like someone who can chill in the pocket and actually read through everything, wait in the pocket, dodge a couple sacks or whatnot if necessary. But he needed his game plan to go through. And a lot of people shit on Hackett. I've shit on Hackett. I don't think he's terrible when he's working with a quarterback that he can work with.
I mean, aside from Aaron Rodgers winning 2 MVPs with Hackett, he also was the offensive coordinator the year that the Jaguars went to the AFC Championship game and damn near went to the Super Bowl with Blake Bortles in like 2017. And that was a very, that was Leonard Fournette's rookie year, so it was like a very run-heavy team. But still, like he was able to make that offense work with Blake Bortles as your quarterback, which is like basically like about the same as having like Zach Wilson as your quarterback. maybe Bortles might be a little better than Zach. Well, I don't want to shit.
Oh, you're saying Bortles is better than Zach? Damn, man, that hurts.
Yeah, I mean, I would say we had to give him a slight edge. I mean, I've seen Bortles. I mean, although Zach looked pretty decent in the preseason game.
Yeah, no, Zach didn't look bad. Zach looked like he learned something, which is all I'm asking for Zach for the next 2 years. Because, look, man, I know y'all don't agree with me, but I'd give Zach another chance. Well, I know you don't agree.
I just don't think it's going to come to fruition because Rodgers will be here for 2 or 3 years, most likely, and they're not going to pick up Zach Wilson's 5th-year option. So
no.
So even if Zach does learn a thing or two from Aaron Rodgers, which he very well might. I mean, if you watch Hard Knocks, like if you watch the first episode, like Aaron Rodgers is definitely taking on the mentor role with Zach. Like he definitely.
No, he is.
It seemed like he's.
Did you not watch Hard Knocks?
I haven't yet. Like I said, I got to fucking order Max. I'm gonna fucking put that shit on either tonight or tomorrow. The what?
Did you watch One Jets Drive yet?
No. I've been
just on YouTube.
Yeah, man. I'm sorry. I have a deadline coming up. I've been watching.
It is on YouTube.
Did you, Justin?
I know.
Did you even watch the Johnny Manziel documentary?
No, I haven't even watched that.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty good.
Yeah, I actually really liked it.
I have it all on my fucking watch list. I have that on my watch list. I have to fucking get HBO. I'm gonna get that shit.
Be there for the next year.
It's tonight or tomorrow. Yo, Johnny could have been a great quarterback, man. But we ain't talking about Johnny right now.
We ain't talking about that. I did want to say
Dalvin Cook on
Dalvin Cook. All right. The greatest aspect of the fact is that Brees can fucking chill.
Yeah, it really does allow us to not have to rush at all with Brees Hall.
Yeah.
You could,
but I know Brees wants to be out there on the field day one.
Yeah, and sometimes you have to protect. Sometimes you have to protect a player like that from themselves.
Oh yeah. I've had to be
And I
protected by
think
myself,
that,
like
and I think
from
that the
myself.
Jets know that, and I think that's a
Yeah.
big part of why this deal finally got done.
That's why it's a 1 year deal. That's why it's a 1 year deal. Otherwise, it'd be a 2 year deal.
Yeah,
If
I
we
wish
can
there
have
would be
Brees,
a. Yeah, I wish there would be. Do you think they like? Do you think as far as signing to a 1 year deal, do you think that was because that's all Dalvin wanted to commit to, or do you think like they didn't want to
Nah.
like ruffle Brees Hall's feathers a little, or
they didn't want to take away from Brees. If Dalvin wants to come back, because I think during this season, Dalvin's going to take the back seat and he's going to be the second string, 100%. But
yeah, he'll probably go.
they didn't
somewhere.
want to sign him onto a 2 year contract where you're not commit to that.
Yeah,
You're the second.
also
You're the second string.
Also, just the running back market is just like so nothing. I mean,
cheap.
Zeke, Zeke signed like a 1 year, $6 million deal.
Yo, fuck that deal because I think Zeke's gonna be fucking amazing.
I'm genuinely not worried, honestly.
What? Yo, Zeke is gonna put up like 2,000 yards.
I'm more worried about Ramondre Stevenson than Zeke, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, Ramondre Stevenson is the better running back at this point. I think Zeke will play the same role in the Patriots that he would have played if he signed with the Jets, which is basically just like third down and goal line. And he does have some value in that sense, but no, he's not going to rush for 1,000 yards. No way.
I don't know about 1,000, but he's going to get up. I think he's going to be up there, and he's going to have multiple touchdowns because to be used as a third down running back.
He might rush for 500 yards.
I think they're going to use him more than that. Come on, fucking Bailey Zappi and Mac Jones. That whole offense is going to be run game. That's going to be like fucking looking like Rex Ryan back in the day.
That's fine. We have an incredible D-line, which we
No. I'm not worried about it necessarily against us, but they're going to be winning games because they got Zeke too.
Okay. Did you watch the Panthers and Jets game preseason? Yeah. You did. Yeah. All right. Who would you say dominated in that game throughout the whole thing?
Oh, we did.
What position?
What position?
What position was better? Well, offensively, we're better, obviously. But
what about that D line?
You think you didn't think
our D line was great?
Better.
Well, we held them to nothing. We held them to nothing. Yes,
we played the second strings.
Yeah, and still held them to nothing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But that's how our offense. That's our not offense. That's how our defense is going to be run the entire season.
And
we have that rotation.
It's going to be third year or second and third year players in this same defense.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. And I think that watching the preseason, our second string and third string are ready for that level.
So okay. So all right, lay out the defensive line. Who do you think should start? Who do you think should start?
Obviously.
I don't.
I'll give you mine.
We're still running the defense that we ran last season, where we're not going to be playing them constantly like other teams do.
Okay. All right. Hecker has his.
My four. I'm gonna go Quinnen Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then on definitely Jermaine Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
He looks good. McDonald looks fucking good too.
I'll go with Carl Lawson, and then
Al Woods.
Yeah, Al Woods. I guess. I think my four would be. I think my four would be Jermaine Johnson, Carl Lawson, and then.
I don't think it matters what four we start.
Put it in JFM on the inside, actually.
The starting, at least they get that 60% rotation, but I feel like they do that with everyone. So let's say that's the first rotation. Who's the second rotation? It's going to be. You said Carl Lawson, Quinnen,
Jermaine.
Jermaine,
and
who?
JFN.
And JFM. Okay. Now look at the second line. It's Bryce Huff,
Will McDonald,
Woods on the edge,
and still Quinnen.
And then
Quinnen will just be
you
out.
gotta keep.
They're keeping Quinnen in.
You got it.
And then what? Al Woods or Q Jeff?
Yeah.
That's still a great fucking pass rush.
That's eight, and they can all pass rush except for like Al Woods, but he can still pass rush. I mean, he's more known for like a run stuffer, but he can still get to the quarterback.
Yeah, no, he'll have his moments where everyone's focused on the other players.
Right.
He'll squeeze on through.
I think this is Jermaine Johnson's breakout year. I'm calling it now.
Oh yeah, and Jermaine's gonna
I'd say Jermaine and McDonald.
I was telling Hacker he was the forgotten first round pick.
Yeah, he was forgotten, and he wasn't even bad.
All Garrett Wilson and Sauce.
Yeah,
no one's talking about Jermaine.
Sauce. Who else got like as far as first round picks? Who else got like a lot
Brees.
of? Well, he was a second round pick, but
Brees was second.
Oh shit, he should have.
He might as well.
He should have been a fucking first.
He was projected as a first round pick, but
yeah,
he fell.
I was kind of surprised that like Buffalo didn't take him.
They fucking Buffalo definitely should have taken Brees.
Wanted to take him, but they ended up
Jalen Petrie and
Pierce.
And Jalen, and they took Jalen Petrie. They could have had.
They took him at the end of the first round or some shit.
They took Petrie at the beginning of the second. I think they took him either right before or right after we took Brees.
Yeah, and they had a pick right after us, and we traded up before them to take Brees, and then I think they took Dameon Pierce. Or maybe in the third round, some shit.
Yeah, they took Dameon.
And that's a great fucking pick. Great fucking pick for us. Take it away from fucking Buffalo. Brees
Hall.
Be a multi-year.
Right. So corner depth. I wanted to talk about corner depth. Brandon Echols has been tearing it up.
Yeah, he's been pretty good in camp. I think even at the practice I was at, he had a few pass breakups.
Yeah.
And he's been getting a few interceptions.
He's a dog. And Bryce Hall, I don't know what
I mean, if you remember, before we even got Sauce and DJ, like people thought
was Bryce Hall and Brendan Echols.
And our corners weren't the problem that year.
Yeah, and now they're our backups.
Yeah, now really like every position other than safety and linebacker, like every position on our defense is absolutely stacked.
I think linebacker. Well, all right, stacked. Yeah, no. Stacked, 100%. I think linebacker solidified. Safety, we have an issue.
Yeah. Linebacker,
but the safety issue might not be as bad as people think because I mean Tony Adams, I think, still seems to have that on lockdown, and Adrian Amos has been decent.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's all because we fucking have Aaron during fucking camp.
Well, see, that's the thing with Aaron. He's not only coaching up the offense, he's also coaching up the defense.
Exactly.
He'll tell you like where to position yourself. If you're watching it, he's like telling them, okay, when this is happening, do this.
Like I think he was even talking I think Salah was even talking about like getting like Aaron Rodgers' perspective on like how defense works and stuff.
Oh, he definitely should. He definitely should. Look, Salah has a great defensive mind. You still got to listen to how other people are going to attack you.
Yeah, especially a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Yeah, 100%.
100%. He's on the field, so he knows what's going on.
Yeah,
so he's basically coaching. This is one thing about Aaron Rodgers. He's actually taking the role of like actually diving into every aspect of the game with the team.
Yeah,
he's taking on a role where it's like, okay,
he's like hands on with everything.
You know, it's a sad comparison. He's doing what Josh McCown tried to do with fucking what's his name? Who's not in the league anymore?
I'm mad.
Our
you
other
haven't
coach.
Todd Bowles. Well, he is in the league.
No, not Bowles. The other fucking fuck. I can't even remember his name.
Wait, are you talking about Gase?
Gase, thank you. Yes,
Well,
Gase.
I think McCown was gone at that point when Gase came
Yeah,
in.
he was gone.
Was he
Because
gone?
He only played for one season.
Okay, sure, fuck it. Okay.
Well,
well,
McCown played for 2 seasons.
Because he was there with Sam Darnold his rookie year.
my bad, man. My bad.
Was coach that year. But
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it is kind of like similar, like being like the veteran leader, except he's also like really fucking good at his job.
Yeah,
So,
unlike Josh McCown.
Yeah, Josh McCown, good guy, not a great quarterback, but we are very far past the points of Josh McCown. I also just saw the graphic of the Jets wide receivers from that Bears game. I think Will Parkinson tweeted the graphic. Like it's like Jermaine Kearse, Andre Roberts, Rashard Matthews, Deontay Burnett, and Sharon Peake.
Oh,
We've come a long way. We really have.
Yeah.
In a matter of like 4 years or 5 years.
Yeah, shit. Even in the last last 2 years, we've come a very long way as far as the overhaul and influx of talent on this roster. It's a very it's exciting times to.
We have a lot of talent. We have a lot of talent. We have to make sure we can hold on to the talent.
Yeah, even before Cook signed, that was the case. Because I mean, I was even at the point where I was like, who cares about Dalvin Cook? Like Izzy Abanikanda looked really good in that preseason game. Michael Carter's looking more like he did his rookie year than his sophomore year.
During
preseason,
sophomore slump. That's what it was.
Yeah, I think it was a sophomore slump. He might have been dealing with some injuries.
What if Carter comes out running hard, like running Brees Hall hard during the first, like while we're not playing Brees?
He's the third running back.
Well, that would be sick.
Yeah,
like,
that would be sick.
I feel bad for him because as soon as Brees is ready to go, he's dropping down to third. We're not going to use him as often.
Yeah, well,
yes, the hell we will. Why? Because he's a good pass catching running back.
That's where we need Brees to excel at eventually.
He does that already.
Yeah, no. I'm saying hit an LT level.
All right, you're asking for too much right now.
No.
Let him just get back to formation first.
Yeah, no. Yes, 100%. He needs to get back into formation first. Yes.
I was hoping you said Adrian Peterson level.
No. Because AP wasn't as good of a pass catcher as LT was.
No, yeah, of course.
LT was dominant in all aspects.
I thought you just meant from an injury aspect.
Oh, no. For an injury aspect, if Brees Hall can come out that strong, that'd be amazing. But he's young. He has time.
I think
I hope so. I hope so.
He's had almost a whole year, and we've seen Alvin Kamara come off ACL after like 8 months.
Yeah, and Kamara still did work, and he still does work with that shit ass team. I think Brees is still going to be a top running back.
Oh yeah, he will be. I don't really have too many doubts there. It's just kind of a matter of when he comes back. Is he going to be ready to go like all systems go week 1, or does it take a few weeks?
I think he's ready to go week 1.
Now we have, I think he'll be ready to go week 1 either way. But now we have the luxury where like we don't have to force it.
We don't need exactly. That's why I say we sit him.
You can keep
him for a couple. Yeah,
you can keep him on that pitch count. You can keep his reps limited early on, and you can protect him from himself, especially being like a young guy who's definitely going to be hungry to like prove that he's even better than he was before. And like I fully think he has the ability to do so. I mean, like this day and age, I mean, ACL is still a gruesome injury and a long recovery process, but with all the sports science and technology and medicine, like people come back from ACLs all the time, sometimes even stronger, kind of like when pitchers get Tommy John and they have even more velocity.
Yeah. It's getting to that status, but the issue is that he knows he only has X amount of years to get paid. And
if he gets paid, who knows what the running back market's going to be at the time.
Oh, yeah.
Contracts up. Is running back even going to be a position at that time? I mean,
look, I don't think the running back position is going anywhere.
It's not.
It's just going to be used a lot less frequently.
It'll be used less frequently, and there'll be like more and more like Deebo Samuels. Like everyone's going to be trying to be a wide receiver, but like at the same time, if you're like in college playing football, if your coach tells you you're a running back, like what are you going to do? Say no?
Yeah, no.
So I don't know. I mean, I don't really know what the solution is.
I think the solution is simply, pay the running backs during their 20s, their early 20s.
And I don't know if I talked about it already. The running back market, there's so many fucking running backs, and you could just rotate them in and out. That's why they're not being paid. Like positions like
like you could just draft like Isaiah Pacheco for 6 rounds.
Many O linemen
making like $500K.
That's why the Cowboys didn't let go of Zach Martin.
Yeah, and I would have really liked to trade for Zach Martin.
Who would you rather pay, AVT or Michael Carter?
I mean, that's
AVT.
There you
go. Pretty easy
one.
Who
would you rather pay, AVT or Breece Hall?
AVT.
AVT. I'm sorry.
There you go.
But what happens when because look, at the NFL, I think is like one of the most evolving games with like athletes in general. Eventually, there's going to be defensemen that are going to be so elite where the running back position might be necessary to change how the game flow is run.
Yeah, but that's not going to be for a while because the game is a passing game now.
Exactly. It is. It is.
Like
100%.
In the 80s when you could just throw one running back in there to take all the hits.
Yeah.
Like fucking
we're long past that. We're long past that type of game.
Yeah.
I think running backs are going to have a resurgence as soon as, like, maybe not as soon as they're not needed, but there's going to be that period where it's like, oh yeah, no, we don't really need a running back. Like how the Bills are fucking running their fucking offense. We don't need a running back. We got a quarterback that can run. We got a good O-line. We can make it work. Eventually, the defense is going to get to the level where your quarterback run is going to be stopped early.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to need a good run game.
But look at it.
Like the running game will always matter. It's never going to be like fully just passing only. Because then you're going to run into, if that happens, then you're just going to run into like more wide receivers getting hurt.
It's all turning to Shanahan offense.
It's turning into positionless football.
But Shanahan is a genius because he realized like that's how you can fucking dominate the NFL.
Yeah, and his dad was doing the same thing. Look, all he did was, what does he have? A 3 rotation of running backs. And he uses all of them, and guess what? He just rotates them out whenever they get used and abused. That's just how they. That's
it. 100%. 100%. But eventually,
I was going through the top rushing leaders from 2016. None of them play in the NFL right now.
Oh, that's painful.
Because he was a rookie. Zeke was 1. Jordan Howard was 2. Jay Ajayi.
Jordan Howard. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Forget about that name.
The Adam
Jordan Howard was 3. I forget 4 or 5, but see, all these names, they're not even in an NFL anymore.
Yeah, Todd Gurley, he's long gone.
But that's because they're fucking they're one-dimensional running backs. You get someone like LT, someone like Christian McCaffrey, That's the way running backs should be developing themselves.
Yeah, the ones who can do both.
That's
The ones who can do both that are like, I mean, even though McCaffrey's had his injury problems, it's like in a way he's like built to last because he can.
Yeah, I think McCaffrey's the best running back I've seen all my life, just because he's able to do it
I
all.
don't know. I don't know. We saw Barry Sanders play football.
That's a wild statement. It is. It is 100%. 100%.
I don't know, man.
Statement.
Barry
Hold on.
Sanders, man.
You're
Well, I wasn't around when I wasn't watching football during Barry Sanders. I wasn't like, no. I'm just talking about the running backs I've watched. Who?
Tomlinson is way better than McCaffrey.
Tomlinson was during that
Is
era because you put Christian McCaffrey back in those days, he's dominating. He's dominating. He's dominating 100%. He's putting up more numbers than LT was during those days because that defense was configured differently.
What? Yeah.
Yes.
Kill you.
They want to kill you 100%. And then you go for an out route real quick. And then you gain 50 yards.
He's dead.
No.
What do you mean no?
Look, barring the fact that he's injury prone, all right? Barring the fact that he's injury prone.
Junior Seau coming out and fucking hitting you, you're not gonna get hurt?
I'm saying barring
you're not getting hurt.
I'm talking athletic skill. Athletic skill.
I don't give a shit. Yeah, he looks good now. This is a different time, baby.
It is 100%. A lot of people aren't fucking focusing on the running game as much as they did.
Yeah. And
you're right about that. You're right about that.
They were doing helmet to helmet. Now they're not.
No. But I'm saying say we had the same
CTE
that we have right now back then, McCaffrey would be a god.
All right, that's too hypothetical right now.
Well, that's all I'm saying. Like that's how the game is changing. That's how the game is changing.
Yeah, we're supposed to put him in the situation how it was then. Not
no. That little motherfucker get his ass beat 100%. Like he's not little to me. I'm saying he's little to the NFL. Darren Sproles was a fucking phenom. Like he was fucking tiny back then, and he still did work.
Yeah, and that was still through the 2010s.
He was just a
100%. I think
let Ray Lewis hit Christian McCaffrey one time.
Remember then Ray Lewis would be convicted for 2 murders.
Remember when Ray Rice said the first time he was in training camp, he ran straight to the sideline when Ray Lewis was running after him?
I don't doubt it.
Yeah, he ran straight to the sideline and smoked a blunt with John Larissa.
I would too, 100%. I'm just saying it's a different game.
Yes.
100% different game.
Knocking out Christian McCaffrey.
He knocked the fuck out of him. I'm just saying if the game was played the way it's played right now, McCaffrey would dominate that game.
Yeah, you're coming up with if statements. I don't care about that.
I know. I'm just trying to show his athletic prowess over other running backs. Like LT is the
shit. I'm not saying Christian McCaffrey sucks. I'm saying he is good. He's probably the best running back overall.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm disagreeing with you.
He's one of the better ones in this generation.
All right. Maybe I was wild saying he dominated back then.
I'm not saying. All right, Derrick Henry. He's better.
Derrick Henry would have been like fucking the butts back in the day because they were both
Jacobs.
He'd be better than Jacobs.
Yeah, he would, but I don't know. Brandon Jacobs is pretty good.
Brandon Jacobs was good,
That's
but Derrick Henry's a fucking monster.
Yeah, Brandon Jacobs was a one-trick pony, though.
Yeah, but Derrick Henry ran that one trick and did more. Like Derrick Henry could do everything Brandon Jacobs could do,
and more. Derrick Henry's got a little bit of jukeability. He's got a little bit of juice. And, he's got a little bit of finesse. Brandon Jacobs was just like run straight.
Yeah, he was the power. He was just like a fullback.
He was like
playing fullback.
Derrick Henry was like, "Yo, Mo, don't feel bad about this," but Derrick Henry reminded me like how Mo was big back in the day, and this motherfucker would keep up with me and shit. I'm like, "Yo, what the fuck are you doing?"
I don't feel bad about that. That means I was.
Yeah, you were quick. Shit.
I was quick. I don't know how I was so damn quick. And
I don't know either, nigga.
But people would get so mad because they're like, "Damn, how's he keeping up with me?" I would just dust them off to the side.
I'm like, no. I'm quick.
Hold on. This the math ain't mathing.
It ain't.
Is there anything else you guys want to discuss? Because I'm about ready to end this podcast.
Well, I gotta grab my food, but what do you think if we have a hard injury? Like
cut it off.
Don't shoot that evil into the
cut it off. Cut it off now. Welcome to the All Gas No Break podcast. That it's been nice.
I'm just trying to say, who do you think is the top tier of our fucking offense and defense?
Apple Podcast, Spotify, everything. All Gas No Break podcast.
Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.